And as you know, God doesn't make mistakes. God made us smart enough to know when it wasn't going to work for us.
Whoopi, you going to hell. This video is brought to you by GoodRanchers.com. GoodRanchers.com. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want quality meat, ribeyes, chicken, fish, Good Ranchers is the place that you need to go. You'll get $30 off of your order if you use my promo code Tatum, and also it's free shipping. We get Good Ranchers shipped to our house. We don't have to worry about picking meat. We know we got the best quality, and we know we're supporting an America First company. So you need to consider getting some real meat with Good Ranchers. All you got to do is go to goodranchers.com/Tatum. You can go to the link in the description section. Use the promo code Tatum to get $30 off. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, Whoopi Goldberg, you're going to Hades. You're probably not going to make it. I don't understand why Whoopi Goldberg feels that she needs to lie on God. Why do women want to have abortion so bad they willing to lie on God? That we all know Whoopi Goldberg is stupider than 6 left shoes on a 20-legged man. But listen to what she said about God being okay with or endorsing abortions. Roll the clip.
I think those lives have a precious value on them.
They do. And as you know, God doesn't make mistakes. God made us smart enough to know when it wasn't going to work for us.
What?
That's the beauty of giving us freedom of choice.
No.
Yes, because I know my relationship.
You ain't got no relationship with God. I don't know what God you talking about, but you ain't got no relationship with God if you don't know the fundamental principles. Even if you didn't even observe the New Testament, the Old Testament, the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. What is abortion doing? That's why you're talking about this right now. That's why they're trying to make excuses and say it didn't work out for me. So if it didn't work out for you, what are you actually doing? You're committing murder. That's what you're doing.
You know, my relationship is always choppy.
That explains a lot.
With God. It's always choppy. With God, always, because I have a lot of questions.
You're his favorite. I think.
And your fingernails are choppy too, which makes me want to throw up on this camera, but that's no here nor there.
Listen, I have no doubt, but I also know that God made me smart enough to know that if there are alternatives out there that can work for me, I will investigate them. But I also know God said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Whoopi, stop it. Stop it. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. So what are you doing when you have an abortion? Is he saying kill others as you would want them to kill you? What are you even saying, Whoopi? What are you saying? These watered down Christians, it's just asinine to me. Ladies, stop making excuses. Just say that I want to do this. I'm going to make it the choice best for me, and God ain't okay with it, but I'll ask for forgiveness. You say something. You can't say this, and it makes sense.
Not make that decision for anybody.
What about the life in the womb? You know, I will say this, that life has a plan and a purpose designed by God. I don't believe there's any circumstance where we should give the death penalty to an innocent life.
I love that you feel that way.
That's why I brought this towel.
It's great.
For all of you. Just if you want to say this, because we're not going to agree, but I hope that women out there know that that's awesome.
Yes.
There. This says, I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. I think those lives...
She tried. But when you look at what she said, right? She said, God has given us an opportunity smart enough to make a choice that's best for me. It is a baby. That's why we're having this conversation. It is a child. You are making a decision to eliminate the child from the equation. This is what we're talking about. That's why there's laws, right? People are saying, if you ask any one of these brain dead women, they'll say, well, no, not at 20 weeks. Well, no, wait. So 1 week earlier, you're okay with. 1 day earlier, you're okay with, but a day later, somehow you think that that's wrong. And then if the baby is in the womb before birth, before it breaches the birth canal, you're okay with that, but once it breaches, you're not okay with that. Then they try to use the argument of viability. Well, let me just explain this to you. Maybe these people never had kids before. When the child is born, you can't just abandon it and then go find food for itself. It cannot live outside of the nurturing and the support from mother. You can't, a kid will die if you don't feed it. That's why they've created supplementation, which means they've created baby formula, because you're supposed to breastfeed. And if you can't breastfeed, back in the day, the baby used to just die. People just have dead babies because they couldn't latch. But overall, when you look at the totality of circumstances, lady, stop lying. I don't understand why. They know it's wrong is the reason why they continue to lie about it. If they thought it was normal, they wouldn't have to lie. They'll say, I'm doing this, and this is what it is. No, they know they're wrong. But they people that have never had an abortion, they want to be in cahoots with other women and say, I don't want to tell you what to do with your body. I'm not telling you what to do with your body. You're committing murder. Whether they agree with it or not, it's still murder. Can we get to the point and say that that's reasonable to say we should not do this as a society? If you decide that you're going to do whatever it takes to have children and you have children unexpectedly, then you should go the next step and say, look, we should give it up for adoption, or we need to swallow our pride, put ourselves aside, be selfless, and say, I'm just going to take care of this baby no matter what. If I didn't want it, I shouldn't have been doing what it takes to get it. It's really that simple. Quit trying to play like you know God. You haven't read a scripture, Whoopi. You haven't read a scripture. The scripture is very clear. There's no way in the world that God will be okay with you killing your baby in the womb. It never happened in the Bible. There's no exception for it in the Bible anywhere. It's called murder. And you know it's wrong. Anyway, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.